As you can see, our set's going to be a little bit, you can't see it right now, all you can see is me, but I take my word for it. Our set's gotten a whole lot busier, and what a thrill it is to have heard the announcement for the National Soccer Hall of Fame, and now we get a chance to have a chat with the two newest members, and as Mark alluded to, August is when the official ceremony will take place. There you see him, Jeff Agus, Joy Fawcett. Congratulations to both of you. I just want to say quickly, you're both too young and good looking to be in a Hall of Fame for now.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Too young, but still, we'll take it.
Yeah, you can talk about her, but
two tremendous careers. Jeff, I'll start with you because you're right next to me. You mentioned several people that made it possible in your family, and certainly you think of your career with DC United and the University of Virginia, and Bruce Arena, I'm sure, is there smiling about seeing how you've come along to leading to this point.
yeah, I mean, I owe a lot to Bruce, the organization at DC, obviously Frank Yallop and the organization at San Jose. But you know, there's a lot of people along the way that really make it possible, and it's not always the people at the end of the line that you see. It's your parents, it's your club coaches, it's the people around you. And I've been very fortunate to be with some class organizations, some class people, and I'm privileged for that honor.
Gentlemen, fire away.
Yeah, I'm going to start with Joy. And I like what Jeff said about the excellence, because all your teammates, that great generation in the 80s and 90s, really looked to you as the rock of the team. Even though there were some, Brandy was a star, and me and others, and Julie, but everyone just adored you as kind of the rock of the team. And I should mention that I know that your brother, Eric Beefield, was a great football player in his own right. He played for the national team as a defender in the 80s, national champion with UCLA in 85. So football runs deep in their blood. What I wanted to ask you is, looking forward, the new generation of players, and bringing in the players like Marta, Christian, along with a great generation of U.S. internationals, what do you look forward to the new league?
Well, with the new league, it'll be fun to watch all these new players develop and grow and become leaders out there on the field and with all the other players. That's what I loved about the league, is you get to play with internationals and you learn from each other. They bring different knowledge of the game with them and how to train, and you pick that up from each other. So it'll be neat to see these young players step up, not only in the league, and then take it back to their countries as well.
Joy, you, the position you were in and some of the players you played with were really in a pretty unique position. And as much as when you started playing the game, there wasn't really many opportunities for women to progress, and then various things came along. You finished up winning a World Cup. Was there a specific time in your career when you realised that you and the team were doing something really special and it was having an effect that really was going to be a legacy for generations to come?
I think when we got to the 96 Olympics, you know, I think seeing the crowds come out for the first time and support the women's game and see fans in the stands here in the United States was huge for the women's game, and I think that was just the beginning. And to continue that on through the 99 World Cup was just tremendous. The support we had for the media as well as the fans out there was just, you kind of looked at it and go, wow, you know, we're finally getting there.
Do you find yourself ever starting sentences when you're talking to young players that start something like, in my day? Do you ever tell the stories of what you went through and how you suffered?
Oh, we do. Yeah. To those young players on the national team, we're like, you have no idea. You know, we were making $10 a day. Come on. Yeah.
Just a question for both of you, and you have a tremendous resume of what you've accomplished. Obviously, as a gold medalist, Joy, World Cup champion. I think 5 MLS titles for you, Jeff, as well as participating in the World Cup. What sticks out for you both individually? I'll start with you, Jeff, is that moment that really captures that you said, "This, I'm so glad I do what I do."
It's difficult to say there's one moment, because I've been very, very fortunate, and there's been a lot of highlights in my career. I mean, I think the thing that sticks out above everything else is really the relationships you make with the people around you, the teammates, the coaching staff, the organization. That's really where you have a lot of long-term memories, and that's the thing I really enjoyed out of this game. Obviously, the championships weren't bad. The winning was certainly enjoyable, but the relationships I made along the way were really what I'll cherish.
Joy, you echo those sentiments, or is there that one moment that?
No, all the moments were special, but the teammates, you're in the grind every day out there on the field and pushing each other and going through those hardships of travel, and that's what you remember the most, and that's what I miss the most.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff, you were always disciplined, a player with an outstanding work ethic, and I think one of your renaissance was when you came to San Jose. I know that the San Jose fans were very fond of you. What you brought, it was a fantastic acquisition because they built from the back and that leadership was there. You participated on free kicks, but talk about that after succeeding with DC, when some people write you off and you come back and win 2 championships.
Right. Yeah, it was a pretty interesting story, and I probably haven't said it until now. But when the trade was actually made, I told Frank and Dom sitting down at the table I was never coming to San Jose, and I said, you know, I just can't do it. I had such good memories in DC, and at the time San Jose was at the bottom of the table, and I thank God that I went to San Jose. It was the best thing that happened to me. I made some great relationships, met some great people. And I give Frank Yallop and Dominic Kinnear just an incredible amount of credit for believing in me.
And then, you know, after the World Cup 2006, you did some broadcasting. We did a lot of games together over in Germany. Now you find yourself in a new role. Talk about that versus being a player, being director of soccer for New York.
Well, I've always had a face for radio, so I think I did all right in that.
You had the face for TV with that ponytail, but you decided to get rid of that.
Yeah, I wanted to get married, so. Yeah, I mean, the role I'm in now is the sporting director for the New York Red Bulls, and it's quite a challenge to see the other side of the game. You know, you're just trying to push that big ball down a hill, and it takes so long, and there's so much in it, and you just don't realize the work that goes into building a championship team. It seems so much easier to walk out on the field and kick a soccer ball than to build a championship team.
Question first for Jeff and then Joy. One game throughout your careers that you look back on and you're absolutely in the zone, the perfect game. Was there such a game, one that sticks out in your memory?
I haven't played it yet.
Nice.
No, you always want to get better. I mean, I think my 100th cap was one of my best games. We played South Africa, and I was just praying that I had a good game because it was my 100th cap and it was significant, and I think that was one of my better games. But I think as a player, you're always looking to be better and to do better, and you know, to try to excel.
Yeah, that's a tough question. One that sticks out in my mind is the game we played Germany in the World Cup, and I was able to get a goal, which is rare for a defender. And
you scored a lot as a defender.
For me, I did, but he's right. I'm very critical of myself, so it's tough to have a perfect game, and that's why you continue to get better, because you're pushing yourself and always looking at your game.
It is a tough question, but they can pick it. They knew it was there. Jeff and Joy, I just want to tell you once again, on behalf of Fox Soccer Channel, our utmost congratulations for what you've accomplished. Great careers, and as young as you both are for the Hall of Fame, I'd say it's long overdue, because you've been tremendous, and best of luck in August when you're there in Oneonta.
Thank you, Max.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Jeff Agoos, Joy Fawcett, now